Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Sports Splits here, and we're back with our NFL Week 14 picks. Before we jump into it, make sure to smash that like button and to subscribe. We're only 9 subscribers away from 750, so if you could help me reach that goal, that'd be awesome. It's a big goal to hit. Also, be sure to follow the Twitter. That'll be in the description below. I always post NFL news on there. I'm posting a lot of draft content recently as well. This is kind of my main like NFL draft like player film study type of season. So if you guys are interested in getting more information on players that are probably going to be in the upcoming draft, make sure to follow me there. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, starting with the AFC games over here, we have the Ravens at Browns. I feel like this could be a close game. I really feel like this could be a close game. The Ravens dominated them last time. However, Marlon Humphrey is now out for, I believe, the rest of the season. And the Ravens are a team that really rely heavily on their corners because they like blitzing so much. They don't like having a safety over top. So they need to have high-level corners to win. So not having him there could really mess up their defensive game plan. And this is also a must-win game for the Browns. This is going to be a game that really, really matters if the Browns want to make the playoffs. And honestly, I think Kevin Stefanski is going to pull out a good game plan and figure it out. So I am going to go with the Browns here. Though I could see the Ravens, figuring out a plan to, counter them. So then we have the Raiders at Chiefs. Now, last time these two teams played, it was kind of right as the Chiefs started playing well defensively. They've really continued to play well defensively the last few weeks. It's almost been more of a concern about their offense lately. I think they need to turn their offense up a notch this game, but turn their I would never say turn the defense down, but this is a game that I don't think you want your defense to carry you in this game. You're gonna need to score a lot of points against the Raiders here. The Raiders seem to usually have a good formula for beating the Chiefs, so you've gotta put together a good game plan. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs here, though. I feel like they're the better team. I feel like because they've been playing so well defensively and some of the Raiders' struggles lately, I feel like this game just goes in the Chiefs' favor. Then the Jags at Titans. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. I'm going to go Titans. I feel like they're the much better team. There's not really a reason for me to predict the Jags. I know there's weeks that the Jaguars play well, but they're just unpredictable. Okay, they're like, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that the Jaguars would beat the Bills, I would have called you completely stupid. So you just never know when the Jaguars are going to play well. So I'm going to go with the Titans right here because I feel like they're the much better team. Then we have the Steelers at Vikings. This is a game I could really see going either way. This is a Thursday night game. I'm going to be completely honest here. Steelers tend to do pretty well in prime time, while the Vikings tend to not do so well in prime time. Specifically Kirk Cousins. He's not great in prime time. I want to say I saw a stat that he hasn't won a Monday Night Football game in I don't even know how many years. But yeah, he's not great in prime time. So I feel like because of that, and because of the Steelers getting T.J. Watt back, and if you saw my power rankings, you saw how much I was praising T.J. Watt. The Steelers' defense is just different when he's there. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Steelers here, though I could see the Vikings pulling it out. Another big key right there is Adam Thielen will be out for that game. Dalvin Cook is questionable, so that is also a big deciding factor on how the Vikings do. So we'll have to see where that goes. Then we have the Saints at Jets. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Saints here. I'm going to pick them to, snap their losing streak of 5 games, I believe. Though I think the Jets will keep it close. I feel like Zach Wilson is starting to get a little bit better. He's starting to get more chemistry with his receivers, get more comfortable with his O-line. I think we're seeing the growth you want to see from Zach Wilson. I just don't really see this as a game that the Jets end up winning, so I'm going to go and take the Saints. Then we have the Seahawks at the Texans. I'm going to go Seahawks, excuse me. Texans right now, very possibly the worst team in football. It's really either them, the Lions, or the Jaguars. They're kind of all just they're at the very bottom of the barrel, if we're being honest. The Seahawks, I wouldn't really say they're back. Russell Wilson really didn't have a very great performance on Sunday, but I feel like he's still a big upgrade over Geno Smith, and really, even if it was Geno Smith, I would take the Seahawks to beat the Texans. I just don't think that... I just don't really see a way that the Seahawks lose this game. So going on to the Broncos and Lions game, I'm taking the Broncos here. I feel like they've got a defense that is excuse me, going to make it really, really tough for Jared Goff. They've got a great secondary, got a really good front seven. It's not going to be an easy game for Jared Goff, okay? I also believe DeAndre Swift will be out for this game. Now, I wouldn't by any means bet on this game. I feel like the Lions at least have an honest shot here. I'm just not sure I like the matchups super well. It's just not a great matchup. I would love to see the Lions get their second win in a row. I just don't think it'll happen. So, alright, so moving on to the Giants and Chargers. The Chargers are coming off a big win against the Cincinnati Bengals. They played really well. They put over 40 on the Bengals. They did what I wanted them to. The Chargers, I wish they'd be more consistent, but they got the job done. They got a win. That was definitely a game that really mattered for the AFC playoffs. If the Chargers had lost that game, that could really depend on if they make the playoffs or not. So, it's a big win for the Chargers. Meanwhile, the Giants are coming off a loss against the Dolphins. I don't expect the Giants to do much here. Their third string quarterback, Jake Fromm, is also going to be starting for this game. So I just don't really see a whole lot going in the Giants' favor this game. I feel like it's a pretty easy pick to take the Chargers right here. I don't really see a way that it goes any other way. So, yeah. Then we have the 49ers at Bengals. The 49ers... Well, actually, both these teams are coming off losses last Sunday, both looking to bounce back. I feel like both these teams have a really good chance to bounce back. I know on the 49ers side, Elijah Mitchell has, I believe it's an ankle, I believe, injury. And I don't know if he's expected to play or if he's going to be out for this game. And also on the Bangles side, Joe Mixon is also injured, and I don't know if he's expected to play or not. So having those guys in this game could really decide who wins this game. I mean, I feel like both these teams are very, very much run first type of teams, and I mean, without their number one running backs, this could completely flip the game for either side. So I guess just going with the prediction that both Mixon and Elijah Mitchell play, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the 49ers to get a bounce back. I feel like they've been playing well enough defensively lately that they'll be able to slow down Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon. But having Elijah Mitchell there will really help them control the clock a lot more as well. However, I really wouldn't be surprised if the Bengals win this, because I feel like they have a high-powered offense. When they are forced to throw, usually they do pretty good at it. I mean, Burrow has an amazing connection with Jamar Chase. T. Higgins has been getting more involved. Tyler Boyd's, pretty good still. I mean, they've got weapons. They've got the ability to do it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with the 49ers there. Then we have the Bills at the Bucks. This is a tough one. I mean, the Bucks are I'd say a top 3 team in the NFC. And the Bills, honestly, I feel like the Bills are honestly still a top 3 team in the AFC, if we're being honest. So really, really tough cross-conference matchup here. I think I'm going to go with the Bills. I feel like their secondary will be good enough to slow down the likes of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Antonio Brown is suspended, so that's a big loss for the Bucks. I feel like their linebackers and safeties can slow down Gronk. The main concern here for me really is Leonard Fournette. The Bills have had a few games where they've really, really struggled against the run. I mean, they got absolutely destroyed through the run against the Patriots. When they played the Colts, Jonathan Taylor ran all over them. So they've proven that teams can run the ball on them. It's just not always easy. But I feel like with how good the Bucks O-line is, we could very well see that happen on Sunday. But I just don't really see the Bills losing another game in a row right here. So I'm going to take the Bills. I'm just not super confident with that pick. Then we have the Cowboys at football team. Washington has been playing really well lately. Their defense has looked a lot better. Taylor Heineke is balling out. Antonio Gibson is running the ball well. I'd like to see them get Terry McLaurin more involved again. It seems like he's had a pretty slow last few weeks. So I'd really like to see them get him more involved. On Dallas's side, they have had some injuries. I'm not sure who all is expected to play this Sunday. I mean, I saw that even Tony Pollard was questionable for Sunday, so I don't know who all is going to be out. So I'm going to pick this game as if Dallas will be healthy. Everyone that had an injury will play. So in that case, I'm going to go ahead and take Dallas. But if guys like Amari Cooper, Tony Pollard, or even Zeke end up being out for this game, Washington could very well pull off the win. Just this game's really going to depend on injuries, if you ask me. Then we have the Falcons at Panthers, and I'll say this. So those of you who don't know me, I am a Panthers fan. I've thought about this really since the start of the bye week last week. I've really been thinking, do we even have a shot to beat the Falcons? It kind of feels like the season is in shambles right now. I mean, Joe Brady got fired. Honestly, if you ask me, I feel like it's time for Matt Rule to be fired. Their offensive line is in shambles. After their first round pick, they don't have another pick until, I want to say, the fourth round. It's looking rough for the Panthers right now. And it's almost a part that, are guys gonna, not want to play here anymore? Are they gonna lose a lot of their good players because of, poor management? I feel like if the Panthers lose this game, Matt Rule could be fired, after Sunday. So I don't know what to predict here. Yeah, I've been thinking about this all week. I've had such a hard time predicting who's gonna win. Ultimately, I think I'll take the Panthers, though I wouldn't be surprised even in the slightest if the Falcons win it. I mean, the Falcons are kind of a team that has been heating up a little bit. They played the Bucks really well this last week. I know the score was a 13-point game, but they really didn't blow them out. They were playing the Bucks really, really tough. I mean, Marlon Davidson had a big man pick six, which was really cool. I've never rooted for the Falcons the way I rooted for that. That was just really cool to see. So I will give the Falcons credit for that. Again, I really wouldn't be surprised if they win this game. But I feel like the Panthers will win this game. I feel like it's kind of a must-win for them, and I feel like they'll figure it out. Then we have the Bears at Packers. I mean, it's kind of like Aaron Rodgers said earlier in the season, I own you. To the Bears, I don't really see anything different happening. I'm picking the Packers here. Then we have the Rams at Cardinals. I'm going to go ahead and take the Cardinals. I know this will be the Cardinals sweeping the Rams. I know the Rams aren't really a team that you would expect to get swept by a divisional rival, but the Cardinals have been incredible this season. I want to say they beat the Rams by like 17 points the first time. I don't think it'll be that much of a blowout this go around, but it'll be a good game. It's a Monday night game too. I feel like the Cardinals will do better better in State Farm Stadium on a Monday night than the Rams will. So taking the Cardinals there, but yeah, these are my week 14 picks. Let me know what you agree with, what you don't agree with. Again, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, follow the Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Later.